one rental at a time. Couple of quick announcements. First and foremost, how we always start the daily financial news is congratulating people who are part of this 500 challenge. Tina, I want to congratulate you for getting your first or next deal. Your card will go out in the mail. Question for all of you. If you've been following the channel for any length of time, you know I have this 500 challenge over my shoulder. It started June 1st of 2021. It is supposed to run through May 31st. In the last week or so, I have gotten more comfortable talking about helping 1 million people over my lifetime. And I'm already creating postcards and things of that nature for that multi-decade journey of helping folks. So the question is, this is my current thinking. What I want to do is I want to exhaust this. I want to get to 500. I want to accomplish that together. And then we will roll into the 1 million challenge. That's what I'm thinking, but I wanted to see what you thought. Leave comments below. I don't know. I guess the option is, hey, ditch the 500, go for the million or whatnot. But I think we got to do this. I think we got to give away some money to the food bank, all of those things. That's what I'm thinking. Next up, if you are new to the channel or you have yet to subscribe, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. We are 51 folks short of 24,000. If you can help me get to 24,000 today, that would be wonderful. Again, folks, we are looking to help 1 million people. I will do my part with daily content, but I will need your help. Subscribe, comment, thumbs up. Let's get the YouTube algorithm working. And most importantly, share, take selfies, ask people to join, to follow. One thing I do is I'm very consistent. Daily financial news. My interviews are outlined in the notes below. Who comes when, what time, all of those things. And as always, my course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time, has amazing stuff coming. Just this week, I have gotten confirmation that we will have, obviously, Jonathan Twomley talking about large multifamily and syndication. Bonus content coming. Second, I've already gotten content from the #1 investor in Fresno, Jason Pritchard, around Burr. Third, I've got confirmation from a Section 8 expert. And fourth, and finally, we have content coming around mobile homes. All of these areas, I have limited experience, so I'm soliciting other experts. So again, I told you I have big plans for next year. I've told you the price is going up. Buy it now before it goes up, so you not only get all the amazing stuff now, but what is coming in the very, very near future. So for those asking about the puppies, yes, you're right. Happy was feeling poorly last week, but she's great now. She's a puppy still and full of energy. Thank you for asking. I'd go get her, but she's way over there in the corner. I think she knows I can't reach her if she's over there. So yeah, she's doing great. Thank you very much for asking. Yep, this means the course is going up January 1st. Yes, folks, it's going up January 1st. Mentoring is going up January 1st. I love doing the mentoring sections, but I also value my time. So again, trying to balance all of that. Again, the How to Get Started One Rental at a Time course at $299, currently much more January 1st, is the best thing I've created. Gives you the Facebook group, gives you the bonus stuff. If you're not buying it and doing the work right now, you are missing out. So a couple of things to talk about. First off, it's Wednesday, which means mortgage information comes out. Mortgage rates actually fell over the last 7 days, although I bet you they are up in the last day or so. Refi demand surged 9%. Again, remember we talked last Wednesday. If you want to see it, you can go back and get that video. It would probably be, yeah, December 1st. Again, that's the beauty. All my daily financial news, I put the dates in so you can search for that or just look at the playlist, whatever you would like. So what I would tell you is refi demand is up 9%, although home buyer demand fell 5%. That was interesting to me because last week refi was demand, but purchase was up. So don't know if this is just seasonality. Mortgage demand week to week is kind of lumpy, if you know what I mean. So we will see what happens going forward. Couple of very interesting earnings announcements that came out today. First and foremost, Campbell Soup. Campbell Soup is one I follow because for me, it tells me is the consumer afraid, right? If you don't know, Campbell Soup obviously makes soup. It is a great bet for are the consumers afraid and storing soup cans in their cupboards. Also, it can be inflation indicator because you have to trade down. The folks at the lower end of the economic spectrum will trade down. And, sometimes people need to trade down to soup. I know that because we did when I was a teenager. It's no good. It's yucky. It's not fun. Thor Industries, an RV recreational vehicle maker, beat top and bottom. I would really like to look at their financial statements. I won't because I don't have time. But my suspicion is Thor is burning off past orders. So I'd want to look at their order book because I suspect they are recognizing revenue when the RV is delivered. That would be my guess. So they have a backlog. My guess is their backlog is smaller. I would look at that. I would look at the combination of their balance sheet because it's probably accounts receivable until it's booked and when it's income. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Stitch Fix. I talked about this one over the weekend and the week ahead because 2 quarters ago they bombed. Last quarter they crushed it. This quarter they bombed squared. They did hit earnings in shares, but they talked about weak guidance. They talked about slow membership growth. At this point, you got to wonder, is it the model or is it the execution? I hope you're not in Stitch Fix because if you are, you took a 20% haircut this morning, I believe. Toll Brothers, pretty important earnings announcement. Again, we are a real estate channel, single family home primarily, although Toll Brothers they played an end that you and I are not buying for cash flow, but it is always interesting to see what the rich are doing. So they beat top and bottom and they talked about 20% revenue growth next year. So they are feeling good. Again, I suspect like Thor, they have a backlog of orders, right? The supply chain is really hurt home builders. So it'll be interesting to see how that burns out. And then Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's, again, is one of those stocks like Campbell Soup I look at to figure out what is going on with the consumer. Are they scared or not? Dave & Buster's actually beat top and bottom, and they talked about recovery in, I think they called it visits. That makes sense, right? Visits to Dave & Buster's. So again, more people are coming to Dave & Buster's, enjoying it with their kids. It's, you're probably not going to Dave & Buster's if you're scared, right? Because, around all those people, all those games. So again, this tells me that the American consumer is out and about and feeling pretty good. China's going the way that I've talked about it for the last 6 to 8 weeks. Evergrande is on the cusp of officially being insolvent, meaning no cash flow. China now is injecting 1.2 trillion, that's with a T, trillion yuan into the economy. The China leaders are concerned about growth slowdown. The economy is weaker than they expected. Folks, they need to watch this channel. They've hurt the consumer psychology. They've hurt 40 years of wealth generation. People thought in China that you buy an apartment. That's why they owned more than one. And folks, they own more than one without renting it. They're not landlords. Shame on them. But now they've crushed that. So now people are feeling less wealthy. They're feeling less secure. Guess what happens? They stop going to Starbucks. They stop buying stuff on the e-commerce sites, Alibaba and the like. So shame on China for not expecting this. They have dented consumer psychology. When you are afraid, you don't shop. Same thing goes on in China, same thing in Europe, same thing in South America. If they are afraid, they don't shop. They hoard. They bury money in the yard or under the mattress, if you like. So again, very, very predictable stuff. I do believe we are about to see Fed rate hikes going into next year. The question is, how long will this cycle be? If you do not recall, you've only been investing for a couple of years. The last Fed rate cycle started in 2015 and ended in 2018. So multi-year journey. I believe the first year they only did it once, then the second year twice, and then the third and fourth year 3 or 4 times. So again, rate cycles, once started, often run years. It will be interesting. My question for you, I would love audience participation here. This is a way we can get comments up. Again, I hear comments tricks the algorithm. So help me with some comments. Where do you think the Fed rate cycle ends? So now it's 0 to 0.25. Do you think it ends below 1.5? Do you think it ends between 1.5 and 2.5? Or do you think it exceeds 2.5? So you got 3 guesses. And again, remember, this might be a multi-year cycle. So leave comments below. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what everybody is thinking. Japan. Japan had a contraction in their GDP of 3.6%. That is on top of inflation. So it is a much larger contraction, right? If you had 3.6% contraction in the economy and you had 4% inflation, that's really 7.6% contraction. That is not good. Not good. So it's something to watch. And again, I wonder if I'm on record saying I think a recession is in our near future, 2022. Southwest Airlines came out this morning and said, ooh, travel demand is picking up. We are feeling pretty good, and Southwest is calling for Q4 profit. If you don't know, folks, airlines have not made profit in 7 quarters, and Southwest now is calling for profit. Last question I have for you, again, some audience participation. I do these audience participation, A, because I'm curious, but B, I'm hoping that you can help me ramp up comments, which will get the algorithm getting more and more people to see our daily financial news. I saw an article, CNBC, about a young lady who created a side hustle that makes $4,000 a month. So my question to you, what would be life-changing to you? If you could create a side hustle that makes $1,000 a month, is that enough to be meaningful to you? Is it $3,000 a month as a side hustle? Again, you're not quitting yet. You still have your day job. Is it 3, or would you need, say, 5,000 or more? Again, I think it's never been a better time to monetize your talents, ambition, and hobbies. I'm just curious, where does that rank? Do you, if you got $1,000 from your passion and hobby, would that be cool? 3, or would you need 5 to be life-changing? So that's what I got for you today. I would love to hear from you. Where is it? 1, 3, or 5? Again, today's Wednesday, so we have Anna Kelly, Matt the Mortgage Guy, and I believe I have a surprise guest as well, although I didn't get confirmation, so I need to check that out. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Remember, one rental at a time is for you. We're looking to help 1 million people. And if you are looking to get some Christmas gifts for folks, I have 2 of these left. Remember this book copy, the original paperback, plus this notebook, $25. We'll work it out on PayPal. I'll wrap it myself and mail it to you. And of course, the big boy, 2 hardcovers, hardcover of One Rental at a Time and 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires. That's $75. Again, I will wrap it in this awesome wrapping paper right over here. This is so cool. We have our own wrapping paper here. And I will mail them in the afternoon. So if you want that, $25 or $75, we can work it out on PayPal. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.